Hello everyone and welcome to Views from the Gale. So it's a bit of a mixed reaction to the game yesterday. Obviously it's good to get a win in pre-season, get the lads playing along, but obviously there was that sour note with Paul Mullin coming down with that injury, a very unfortunate situation. Probably a bit of a reckless challenge by the United keeper. But it was, it is a contact sport, so these things can happen. It's just a very, very unfortunate situation for Mullin and for Wrexham. How's that going to affect us moving forward? Will we have to look now to get a player in pretty sharpish? Of course, Parkinson has been looking for a central midfielder previously, and he had mentioned he was looking at two players before. So we must rise now if him and Sean Harvey pretty rapid now, looking for another player to bring in to try and get another body in to fix things up. Obviously, we have Waters already, who's ideally the Mullin replacement or backup anyway. So obviously he'll be featured quite a bit now, probably a lot more than probably was expecting. What sort of position we expect to bring in? Well, so what sort of contract we'll be looking at, it's probably difficult to say. I know there was rumours around James Norwood coming in to Wrexham. That could be potentially one option. He's obviously a good friend of Paul Mullin, so that would be quite an interesting one to see. But also, of course, if you are new around here, it'd be great if you could subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. On the game itself, I've obviously seen mainly highlights really because it's quite early in the morning for myself really. But it looked like it was good performance by Wrexham, like I said, aside from the Mullin incident. But it was nice to see Lee and Palmer linking up quite well, and then obviously the classic Hayden Tozer header with a nice little flick on from Cleworth. So hopefully we're going to see a lot more of those sort of headers from Hayden scoring again. Obviously it was a bit unfortunate, he's had some hamstring injuries the last couple of seasons, so fingers crossed that's come to an end now, because that's been such a great link up in our defence over the last couple of seasons and a great asset for the team. And again, Sam Darby getting the third goal in the second half. Yeah, I think he's going to be a really important player for Wrexham upcoming, because it does seem like in the last 6 months of the season he was really starting to step up. And again, like we mentioned before, with Mullin being out for a couple of months, we're going to need our other strikers to step up really to take up the load that previously Mullin probably would have done. Obviously Darby, Palmer, probably different sort of players. That's like Waters most likely the one who's going to move into the Mullin role. Will the likes of Jake Bickerstaff get more of a chance? I'm not quite sure. I think he's probably still going to go out alone. Wait and see what happens with that one really. It was an interesting team. I did notice that with McLeod in the centre in midfield for the starting 45. I wonder what's the decision with that, because I noticed we didn't have Young in the squad. Bit of a surprise really. From all accounts seemed to do fairly well, and well, we'll wait and see that, because I think everyone knows that McLeod is a bit of our utility player, left back, right back, that sort of situation. I guess what we're going to do is see what happens. I know that Parkinson is looking for a midfielder. We've been linked with a midfielder called Matty Virtue from Blackpool, so that's another wait and see the next few days, see what happens with that. Of course, if you could let me know in the comments what you think Wrexham might look for. Do you think we should be looking for another striker to replace Mullin, or to go with Waters until Mullin is fully fit? Would you go for like a 6-month loan for a player just to tide us over? And obviously if you were at the game, it'd be great to hear from you and see what you thought of the game as a fan who's actually in attendance and made of the experience. Obviously there has been a lot of chatter about the 75 tickets that have been on offer for international tickets, which to be honest just sound a bit of a load of nonsense really. People complaining over nothing. It's just 75 tickets, and I'm sure when the COP is built and done, and maybe even further expansions, there won't be any issues like this in the future. There'll be plenty of tickets for everyone. That's the current situation at the moment, which is a little bit difficult for now. But yeah, that's everything for now. I think I'll try and watch the actual Philadelphia game on the weekend. Hopefully it's a bit more accessible than the United game really, because it's in local time UK. It's about 12:30, so that's not too bad to stay up for. So hopefully that's a good one. Fingers crossed, no more injuries, because that would be a disaster. Nothing. Yes, certainly crossing all the fingers for that one. But yeah, again, let me know what you thought of the games. Perhaps if you've been to the Chelsea or the LA Galaxy game, let me know what your experience was there. And of course, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll chat to you soon. Thanks, goodbye.